This is it, 9 cars lined up on our global rallycross grid here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And look at the front of this grid. I love the way this race is going to play out.
So tough to pick who's going to get the whole shot here. Ken Block, Thomas Heikkinen, and Tanner Faust. Ken Block had lane choice, and he picked the middle position, which is an interesting choice on his part, but with an aggressive driver like Toppy there, it's probably a safe move.
And moving into the second row of our Royal Purple starting grid, and here you find Brian Deegan on the right-hand side, Sverre Isaksson in the middle, and then Patrick Sandell out there on the far side. And he certainly had to fight to get into this final, but looking really, really strong here.
And the third row, we have Scott Speed on the outside, Travis Pastrana, and Bucky Lasek. Those 3 guys who qualified through from the last chance qualifier. They fought the hardest.
So you see the black and orange zombie cat livery. That's what the Puma guys call it on the Subaru. They're all ready to do battle. Travis Pastrana, he's right in the middle of the back row. He's going to try and find a way through. Finally, ready to launch here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Great starts by both Toppy and Tanner Faust, but there is Ken Block in the middle.
I talked about this. Ken Block choosing the middle. I said he's going to get pinched, and he did. And is that Sandell pushing his way through into second place? Patrick Sandell, a great move.
And Brian Deegan making a move, trying to get past Ken Block there now as well. But Tanner Faust way out front, and that's where he's going to try and stay. Bucky Lasek, Sverre Isaksson, and the 2 Subarus taking the Joker on their first lap.
So you have to take the Joker in every race. So Sverre and Bucky have already taken that Joker. It is the long cut, or the longest lap that you can possibly take. Look at the brakes locking up there. Sandell and Toppy Heikkinen, Thomas Heikkinen trying to get through on the inside from Sandell. Great move. Wow, that was a hard landing for Travis Pastrana off the side of that jump.
And there's Brian Deegan leading. Ken Block got through in that last passing attempt, but again, Tanner Faust out front in those 2 virtually identical Sandell and Heikkinen. That's Sandell in second place, and Heikkinen going to try and make a move everywhere he can in a virtually identical car.
Oh, Block just putting it on a little too hot and heavy, almost hitting Bucky Lasek there. And Ken Block, he qualified, seated in first place, but he really got pinched there.
That is exactly what you don't want to do. He went into the Joker and came out in a worse position than he was when he went in, and you don't want to do that. He's now going to have to fight his way past Bucky Lasek.
So meanwhile, Tanner Faust, clear air, no dirt on his windshield, and there goes Patrick Sandell in second, but Thomas Heikkinen is all over Patrick Sandell. He knows he has an evenly matched car. It is all about which one of these 2 guys is going to be able to drive it aggressively. Oh, look at that. Heikkinen goes for the Joker.
And unfortunately, that wasn't a clean line on the Joker. He got a little too sideways there and lost some seconds of time. There was Deegan going through as well, also getting sideways. Looks like it's pretty slick up there with the dirt that's been brought up onto the tarmac.
You see a lot of debris in the chicane there, and pieces flying off cars as we're watching it. That was a chunk there. It looked like it was flying off Toppy Heikkinen's car. He's still chasing down Patrick Sandell. Then Deegan comes through, then Bucky Lasek, then Ken Block.
And Heikkinen's very close to Sandell, and Sandell has yet to take the Joker, so we'll see what happens. Travis Pastrana in last place there, trying to make a move on that elevated hairpin.
Shannon, you got more on Travis for us?
Yeah, there were a lot of Ancients members in this Travis Pastrana camp before the start of this race. I caught up with them just to check to see if there were any issues. Guys, we're hearing that Travis Pastrana has a flat rear tire right now. As you can see that on the racetrack, you can see him struggling with that as he continues to make his moves out. But there was no dirt, and that's been the issue pretty much the entire day. He had that vibration issue with all the mud inside those tires. They didn't see a whole lot when they brought it back to the paddock area, but as you can see right now, he's struggling with the rear.
And that's a real challenge. Thanks so much. That's a real challenge when we see it here on the tarmac, especially every time he makes a turn, a right-hand turn, and weights the outside of the car where that flat tire is. It's almost impossible. There's no grip at all.
Ken Block almost spun there, and Sverre Isaksson punts into the back of Ken Block's car. And you remember back the first race in Munich X Games, Liam Doran in his Mini had to race with that left rear for just about the whole race. It was off. He managed to win that race. That's not going to happen for Travis Pastrana as Tanner Faust stays in clean air. Sandell and Heikkinen are chasing him down. We're halfway through this race.
Heikkinen's closer than he looks to both of those leaders, and if he continues to claw up there, he's got a real shot when Sandell and Faust, neither of those guys taking the Joker. When they go in, he could catch either one of them.
And you see right at the top of your screen the face of the Joker next to the names of the guys who've already taken it, which is pretty much everybody except our two leaders, Tanner Faust and Patrick Sandell. Faust goes wide. Sandell's going to try and find a way through. I don't think he's going to make it. Yes, Tanner Faust keeps his speed up and manages to stay in front of Patrick Sandell.
That is great for Faust. That was very close. Just barely enough room there to stay out in front. Sandell still has to make that, and it's going to be tough for him now to stay ahead of Heikkinen.
So really now it's all about whether Heikkinen can hold on, because he knows that Sandell has to take the Joker lap. So that will get Sandell out of his way and allow him to chase down Tanner Faust for this win.
Tanner Faust, of the three in the beginning there, is the only driver not to have taken a podium position so far this season, and he's really looking for his first win. He's pretty dominant in this sport, and he's looking to make it here at home.
So Sandell is going to have to fight to try and pass Tanner Faust with a little bit of gap on Faust, and then hope that when he takes that Joker, that he comes out ahead just as Tanner did. Look, locking up those brakes, coming into this elevated hairpin. Oh, and again, Heikkinen is trying to push Sandell out of the way.
And I should correct myself. Tanner, of course, got third in Munich, but it's still looking for his first win. Incredible competition here at the front of the pack.
What we have to remember, in 3 races, Tomas Heikkinen in 3rd place right now. You're on board with him. He has been on the podium at every single race. He's in 3rd right now, but I suspect once Sandell goes out to take the Joker lap, Heikkinen will thread through. The question is, will Sandell wait until the last lap to do that?
He's going to want to get as close as he can to see to try and stay in that position. And Heikkinen's really got the pressure on, so he has not yet been in a position where I would advise him, if I were his spotter, to take that Joker lap.
On board again with Tomi Heikkinen, trying to chase down the sweet Patrick Sandell. And there, Tanner Faust really isn't pulling away from these guys, but he's just keeping enough distance on them so Sandell can't really attack. And meanwhile, Heikkinen, is he being held back? Oh, look at this. Sandell is going for the Joker. Heikkinen is now going to chase down Faust.
And there he is. They all maintain position. It actually gives... oh, dear. There looks like Bucky Lasek has hit the wall.
So that's bad for Bucky Lasek. You see, Travis Pastrana is about to get lapped by Tanner Faust. Look at this. Travis having a terrible run. He manages to pull to one side. You can see smoke coming out of that Dodge Dart, too. So Pastrana pulls to one side. Heikkinen goes through. Sandell goes through. But Tanner Faust is still leading this race on the final lap. Heikkinen knows he really has to start charging hard. And here he comes.
Incredible onboard view there. Look at the difference. We've got dirt and dust coming into Heikkinen's windscreen.
And the sunlight as you come through the charge into the chicane. Oh, Topi Heikkinen looking for a way through, and I think the only chance he's got is to try and punt Tanner Faust on the hairpin. Will he go for the inside? Oh, Faust tries to hold. Oh, Topi Heikkinen takes the turn. Heikkinen is going to win in New Hampshire. Faust, a huge mistake. Heikkinen gets the win. Sandell second, and Tanner Faust is going to just hang on. Not going to make it. Wow. What an unbelievable end there. Brian Deegan taking the 3rd place because Travis Pastrana was already lapped.